Entering online hub screen, you play quick matches selected. Matchmaking 32. Dark light uniform option is set to random. Searching for opponent estimated weight. Entering connection lost. Entering main menu screen, play with friends. Play now. Play now pop-up menu. You have 4 options. Play online head-to-head. Enter. Quick matches selected. My Talus Cal. Light uniform option is set to searching for opponent estimated wait time 10 seconds. Entering gunplan adjustments screen run inside is selected. Opponent is ready. Run it, throw it medium. Defend medium pass.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, rivals square off in the NFC.
Your peer has been lost. End game. Entering online hub screen, you have 2 options. Matchmaking. Light uniform option is set to random. Searching for opponent estimated wait time 10 seconds.
I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping.
Entering, still searching pop-up. We are still searching for an opponent. What would you like to do? Continue. Entering gunplan adjustments screen. Run out, run inside. Contain QB scramble. Opponent is ready.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got...
Connection to your peer has been lost. End game. Entering online hub screen, you have 2 options. Matchmake. Light uniform option is set to right. Searching for opponent estimated wait time 25. Entering gunplan adjustments screen run inside is selected. Defend inside run. Opponent has entered.
Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE.
Opponent is ready.
No, we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I want.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And with the terrible towels waving loudly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
There are 7 categories. Go pop-up menu. Entering depth. SLCB select. Slot. SUBLB selected. Slot 2. Slot. RLE. SLWR selected. Slot 2. Slot. Slot 3. P3. L. P. FS. C. ML. Hold selected. Slot 2. Pray selected. Slot 2. Entering play call. Gunplay. Option 3. Formation. There are 7. Choose a new play. Choose 3. Nickel blitz free. Spread.
Looking to throw right away. Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap build partner. The complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. On the move to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Here's Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Special teams, we have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Pickett to throw on first down. Got an open man. It's Pickens. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to it before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing again on second down. Pickett fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Pushing.
On first and 10, it's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down at just a couple. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Entering Mike 0.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Spread.
To throw on second and 6. Pickett. That's complete right around the 8. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Harris, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
Spread. Pass.
Looking to throw, Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Option spread zone alert bubble.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. To try again after the sack. Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Fourth down, Prescott. Got it open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, kicks either a punt, right? Field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Past the 20. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Back to throw. Pickett throwing middle, and it's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Steven Sims from 6 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
There are 9 categories. You have 30 options, and the spot is selected.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the shotgun again to Elliott. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott from the gun. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Triangle button.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Circle button. R1 button. R1 button.
They'll run forward with Pollard, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. To the air on first down with Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Pickett now on first down. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Second and 16. Pickett will look to throw it here. He's got this to Pickens. Touchdown! George Pickens, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Red option.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Prescott looks to throw on first. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Screen run. Defend medium pass.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Prescott now on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Seam flat. Spread.
Pick it down, third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Spread.
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett. Got his man. It's caught. For a Steelers touchdown. Miles Boykin from a yard out. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
You have 12 options. Jet touch pass is selected.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On second and goal, Prescott toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. They're within 7 now at 28-21. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Pickett's throw here taken in by Boykin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
Spread. Give cushion. Pass.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
One Robert Press.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run again with Harris, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
There are 7 categories. You have 21 options. Overload free scheme.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Spread. Middle third. Middle third. Middle third. Middle third. Seam flat. Spread. Pass.
Pickett back to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Spread. Give cushion.
Now Pickett on 4th down. Open man here is Gentry. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Audible.
They hand this off to Harris. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down, this is Harris. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Plan. There are 5. Trio Sky Zone.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Pass.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris from 17 yards out. And the Steelers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Inside, W, slants. Inside cross.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive the last into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
There are 8 categories.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Cross button.
Now Dak.
Triangle button.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Enter, pop-up menu. Yes, exit to menu. Entering online hub screen, you have 2 options.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door.
Play friend is selected. Entering invite to game screen. 21 options reside.
20 years later, know my name. King Crown be lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data state anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond sellers on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it.
Arduino 86 press options, but entering create game screen, you have 7 options. The option is set to none is selected. Entering online /team select screen, the Dallas Cowboys, the home team, are selected.
And Omega promise it ain't nothing after a new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city, you probably wouldn't make it. Oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam. I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango,
86 has
fingertip like I'm Thanos, knocking doors down no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made, walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not
entering online, Miami Dolph, ready, events.
What you heard, let's heard, we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra band, put a life raise on the raise, extra with the slash, pay what it call for the tab, extra with the band, young Cruiser King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that...
Entering. Scope pop-up menu. Entering. SLCB select. Slot. Slot 1. SUBL. Slot. Slot. RL. SLWR. Slot 2. Slot. 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 KR C. FS selected. Slot 2. Slot. Slot 2. Slot. Slot 1. Slot. Low hold select. Slot 2. DT. Ray selected. Slot 2. RT selected. RG select. C select. LG selected. RG selected. RT selected. Slot 2. Slot. Entering information. RT selected. RG select. C select. LG select. LT selected. Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Ready.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Yes. Good pushing.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport state. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Options, down selected.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll hit Mostert again here. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Tua on 4th down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Pollard again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Square button. Circle button.
Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Peyton Hendershot. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
There are 7 categories. You have 21 options. Cover 1
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 38, Tua. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. From the 45 on second down, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Return left is selected.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Enter complete formation. Choose the player to replay. Choose slot pass spot.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner.
There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. 2 to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Triangle button.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
And Conquer next shot.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Contact.
Play fake. Here's
Triangle
Prescott.
button.
Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
6 actions. Kickoff left is selected.
Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Elliott running right. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Circle button.
Off the play fake. Prescott.
Circle button.
Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott.
R1 button. R1 button.
And it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Triangle button.
Now they send a man in motion right. Pollard. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 111 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well,
they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
R1 button. Cross button. Circle button. R1 button. Circle button.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this 1st half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. going to the air. Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
To throw again on second down. Tua. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. He is going to find Hill here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Tua sets up to pass it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Bridgewater's throw is taken in by Waddle. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. The 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the
play call. Entering in-game menu screen you have entering. Attention pop up, your peer has conceded the game. Exit game. Entering online hub screen you have 2 options.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey.
Play friend is selected.
Just allow me, no.
And Upper Hino 86 press option. Entering create game screen you have 7 options. The lead option is set to 1 is selected. Entering online/team select screen the Dallas Cowboys the home teamers. Entering league session. Yes. Entering online hub screen, you have two options. Entering main menu screen, play with friend. Entering notifications screen. Entering help screen. Entering main menu screen, play with friends.
So open up your eyes, I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo, but they want you just to envy.
Franchises select. Learn. Play with online head-to-head. Entering online hub screen, you have play friend is selected. Arduino 86 press off. Entering create game screen, you have 7 options. Fatigue option is set to 1 is selected. Entering on ready view edit unit upper uniform name option is set to 9. Los Angeles chart Arizona Atlanta Cal Air Use advanced 10M Bravo 10M Bravo A selected 10M Bravo A selected Volt 10M Bravo A selected ready.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. Of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid.
Entering
and he's
play call. Step go. Pop-up menu, you have 3 options. Depth chart is selected. Enter. SLCB selected. Slot U. Slot. RD. S. Slot. Slot RR SLWR slot U slot 3 speed row M low hold select slot U D ray selected slot U entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game cancel. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game cancel. Entering play call. Choose the player to replace. Choose a new play. Choose free. Cut. There are 7 categories. You have 13 options. Old Blitz 1 is selected.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
up to the 20.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards.
Left is selected.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Options spread. There are 8 categories. You have 9 options. HD slip screen is selected.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cross button.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cross button out left. R1 button. Cross button. R1 button.
To the air again. Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Entering play call.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I keep pressing it downfield.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Triangle button.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide.
Triangle button. R1 button. Cross buttons. Cross button.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
We have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the... And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking deep for Adams. He's got it inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Return left is selected.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Choose a new player.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action now.
Circle
Prescott.
Button. Circle button. Square button.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On play action, now Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Raiders.
Entering play clock.
3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns.
There are 7 categories.
We're still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history to making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Post.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Circle button. Cross button. Cross button.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Entering play call, strong. There are 8 categories. You have 16 options. Inside zone split is selected.
A good gain on first. Has him
Backs
set up with
protect.
second and just a couple of inches
Circle
now from the
button.
29. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Cross button.
On play action,
Cross
Prescott.
button.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Cross put, out left. R1 button.
Out of the gun.
Cross
Here's
button.
Prescott.
R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the
Entering
1st
jet
down.
pass
That one a
zone.
broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. On
Cross
play
button.
action to Elliott.
Cross
Here's
button.
Prescott.
R1 button.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. His zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Give cushion. Give cushion.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Carr now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this 1st half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for him because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Triangle button.
He'll get this to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
Triangle button.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
R1 button. R1 button.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Entering play.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Third.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now here's Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
R1 button. Circle button.
Prescott on play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Below Nichols. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
R1 button. Square button.
Prescott on 3rd and goal.
Triangle button.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The slot man in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders will extend their lead on the final play of the half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Entering dumpling adjustments, screen run inside is selected. Defend deep pass.
Welcome back.
Entering
Halftime
play call,
over. We are
special
ready
teams.
for
We have
quarter
6
number
options.
3
Return
alongside
left
Charles
selected.
Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Tricks left open. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Y stick is selected.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
On second down, Prescott again.
Square button.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the third quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability. And they showed it on that last play.
Cross button.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys inside the 20. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Prescott.
Triangle button.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Circle button.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Cross button. Out left. R1 button. Fade. Circle button. Circle. Out left. Circle. Out left. Square button.
Now Prescott on 4th down.
Cross button.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Enters. I-form. Kapao. Pa-X cross.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD.
Circle
and
button.
if they cannot
Circle
score
button.
here, this one's pretty much all.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are in great
Entering
shape
play
here
call.
as they
Formation
take over
area
at their
7 category. Concede. Yes, exit to menu. And play friend is selected. Enter. Apino 86 press options button to continue. Entering. Create game screen. You have 7 options. Fatigue option is set to on is selected. Entering. Online/team select screen. The Dallas Cowboys, the home team, are selected. Apino 86 has joined. Ready. Los Angeles. Green, New England, Las Vegas Raiders, ready. TBT Bowls Ace event, ready. Throw it medium. Defend medium, defend geek pass. Defend medium, defend geek pass.
I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. Clash of 2 of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down.
Entering scope pop-up menu. SLCB selected. RD SUBLB slot. RRE RL SLWR selected. Slot 2. PW 3 LS cost. KR selected. P case F C row hold select hold select slot 2 DT ray selected slot 2. Entering cancel pop up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.